All right, we are on the air. Crystal Lake Fridays, number 29, and I almost started the episode without having my controller plugged in. Every week it's something. Like I said off the top, auto settings came on and I went live rather than having the option to go live in YouTube and OBS. OBS decided, hey, send a signal, I'm going live, you're ready, go. Must be something to do in the settings. There we go, we're already in a game. I figured it'd be okay tonight in terms of trying to find a place because we've got a Friday the 13th coming up next week. Oh, we're still Chad from last week, or last time. Sorry guys, I had to skip a week there, but I'm glad everyone is able to join me who is able to come in tonight. I saw Soy-Based Jeremy and Mr. Matthews off the top are with us. And we'll just wait and hope some of the usuals come in. I'm sure we will see everyone. Maybe we'll even be able to channel Brent tonight. Maybe we'll have a Sebi showing, but I'm sure OG, Red Shirt, Nerd, Snowdub, Mega Jetty, and the gang, Fallon, they all come in and join us. Hope you're all doing well. How are you guys doing, Mr. Matthews and Soy? If you're still with me as we load up. I'd have that a little bit bigger because I was testing some lighting in the background, so the background looks a little bit better. I don't know why the microphone's redding out. I did not change that setting. Let me just bring that back a bit because I'm probably really breaky. Pretty warbly. There we go. Keep it out of those reds. You want to peek a little there, but I was rolling into the reds like crazy. The loading screen of wait. It's such a loading screen of wait. And into the second waiting lobby. We have Kenny Powers off the top. Eastbound and down. Victor 5 Asha. Stimpy 789. Where is Ren? My name is Ketchup. My name is Ketchup. That is the winner of this lobby. My name is Ketchup. Ketchup. My name is Ketchup. That is not us. We are not Roy. No, thank you. And it's time for Deborah.
I can't believe he killed them.
Deborah rolls into the barn and a first aid off the top. Oh, we have a flare gun. That's good enough to start. Looks like we're in the small maps. Everybody plays the small maps. Uh-oh. We might have a noob, Jason. I should by all rights be dead right now. Hopefully everybody's receiving this. I don't have the, I've got the OBS chat up. I don't have the YouTube chat. Usually that's pretty good now with the latest update. The last time I was streaming I was able to read both. They both updated, so hopefully I'm not missing anything, and if I am, I apologize. After this match I will bring up the studio page into my background so I can keep up the conversation, as it were. Well, it's December, everyone. We're here. We're still going. Friday the 13th the next week, and then I was going to suggest a new game after that. So, take a break from Friday the 13th, but stay in Crystal Lake Fridays. Deborah with the firecrackers and a battery right away. Let's bring up the map. We have a car down by Stillwater. Let us go repair some cars, as it were. Repair some cars. Hopefully this is the 4-seater, it is. Aww, J-Man. Roy with the bear traps. Laying down those bear traps. Probably should use the pocket knife to take the bear trap off the foam box, actually. I'll grab the battery, come back, and step into the bear trap and use the first aid spray. And J-Man's at the phone box. Alright, let's change that up then, because they are busy right now.
Stop!
RB. RB.
I'm doing this right.
Still, he's just camping the phone box. Just camping away over there. I need some stamina. Oh, I have no stamina. Deborah is not the same without the stamina. I gotta say. Well, one Deborah's better than the other. Sorry, Deborah, I'll leave you behind as a body count. And try to go disable the... Oh. I've got the fear. I have the fear. I think we do better as Chad.
Holy
As Chad
shit!
when we play here
Is that
because
it,
I've got
Bunny?
more stamina. Actually, I'm sure of it. Oh. Somebody sacrificed themselves. And Adam. Onto the battery. And again, I apologize if you're speaking to me. I can't read the chat. It's not updating in OBS. As soon as I have the ability, I will converse. I'm dead. Deborah shall fall. One Deborah down, one Deborah to go. Ah. Give me a little bit of a stam break. Did I just get like a ton of stamina back from that? I'll take it. I'm so dead though.
Why won't
Deborah!
you fucking die?
Deborah with the stunner! Deborah laying it down! Laying it down on Friday night! No, Jason. You're not gonna do that. And it only worked once. And we're dead. Hey, we got one in. We got one. Can't complain about that. On to spectating. We have My Name is Ketchup. We're golden. I'm just gonna zoom over here. See if anyone is with us. Yeah, looks like we're up to date. As we just wait for more people to come in. My name is Ketchup. Just running around as Vanessa, the track star. She's like the one. When I first started playing the game, I was all about Vanessa. But then I learned about how much noise you're making and how Jason sees that. I learned to play Jason a bit better. And I learned that Vanessa is a useful character in terms of getting the items to and from where they need to go because their stamina is the best in the game. So he says he's naked. Sorry, be there in a minute. All good, man. Sounds good. Take your time. We will be here for a while, like usual. Snowdub is in. He says, it's killing time. It sure is. My friend, it sure is. I'm dead. I was having a pretty good time trolling the Jason, but he eventually caught me because I ran out of stamina. So now we're just spectating. Hope you guys are well. Oh. Grim Tommy is the last one alive. Everybody else is dead. He's actually trying though. He's not gonna just troll Jason. He's running to the car with the battery, trying to escape. So he says wrong message. Dot dot dot. The wrong message that you put in the chat? Or are we sending out the wrong message by playing horror games every week? I don't think that's it. There's Snow. Sorry, Snow. Roy. There's Roy. Tommy's just running circles. And he's out of stamina. And now we're running around a tree. Yeah, just hack him. Don't even bother trying to grab Tommy. Out of stamina. Can't get away.
Oh God. No.
The cheese? Not yet, man.
Please, anyone?
Not yet.
Damn it. No.
But I will. It's been so busy the last couple weeks. It's a joke. Okay, got it. That's what I figured. And yes, the cheese. Ghost pepper cheddar. Traegers. I've got it on my list. And Roy goes back. Walking off. Here we go. Oh, so close to leveling. Stimpy789 was actually pretty good. I shouldn't have been making fun of them at the beginning of the game. Inti says, hello, I can't join tonight. All good, man. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. Good to see you again. Soy says, I understand life is hectic. Oh yeah, man, it is. But I will get to it. There's so many things that I want to do, like here on YouTube and just in general, you know. And I'm sure you can understand, you know. Everybody's got stuff ongoing. But you'll be here in spirit, Inti. You'll be here in spirit. Bladed Phoenix. We're in an empty room again. There's Stimpy789 coming in. And we have a decent player there. We had a room right off the top. Here we go. Here we go. 3 Vanessas and a Chad. And 1 person playing random. Mr. Matthews says, Inti, are you really leaving? I have a question before you go. Well, while we're waiting for other people, let's go into Deborah. See what we can do about her apparel for tonight. Change it up a bit. I still don't have the purplish jeans, so I'll have to go with the pink. There we go. Got to color coordinate. It's one of the many perks of this game. One of the few perks of the character builds of the avatars. There's not many, but that's one of them. Second one is these perks. And randomly being able to roll something decent. That's actually decent for the boat. If we're going to do some trolling tonight, trying to steal the boat with Chad, that's a good one to have on. Oh, I can't remember what I had in that spot. Uh-oh. Don't feel it was that one. We have the XP. I think we just had the cop on. Yeah, let's go with the fear bonus so I can keep the map up. Ah! Mr. Matthews says he wanted to know what season it is for him right now. Well, he's in the Western Hemisphere, but he is in south of the equator, so I don't know. That might be a Google. Let's Google it up. While we wait for the load. Ask Google. But I can't do that because my microphone is connected to the game. Summer. What season is it in Peru? Seasons of Peru. The country's location to the southern hemisphere. I mean, summer technically lasts from December to February, while winter spans from June to August. So there you go, Mr. Matthews. It is summer for him, while we're going into winter. And here we go. Into another game. Into another load screen. Waiting for those loads. He's in the southern hemisphere, so I wonder if he grew up with summertime Christmas. Yeah, exactly, because he watched a lot of the same shows that we did. He's a huge fan of like the 80s and 90s stuff, so you're right. He probably did, because he would watch that stuff, so he'd see the Christmas episodes. Polly comes and enjoys and says, thanks for coming in. He says, sir, what do you play on? I'm currently playing on Steam. But I also play on PS4, and I play on Switch. I play this game on every console, minus Xbox. So if you're on any of those platforms, I can be around. Hemisphere, you know what I mean. Yeah, I know. I got you, Mr. Matthews. I type terribly, so I think I have a good eye for it. Really? He'll know I'm in here if I've got that locked. Spawned right by the phone box. Wow. Hopefully he doesn't have sense by the time he leaves. Hurry up. Do your thing. Break down the doors and get out of here. Mr. Matthews says, that's what I thought. I had a bunch of follow-up questions like, what if it's like watching those movies and not ever having the experience of a winter experience? Exactly. Maybe they had things like winter villages. Like, they might have had something like that in Peru. You're right. That opens the door to so many follow-up questions. Now we can discuss that. Like I said, Inti will be here in spirit. We can talk about this all night long. Because they could have had like a Santa's village during the summertime. During their summertime, our winter time. And Deborah closes the door. Just looking for the phone part. One day I'll find it. And when I do, I'll call the police and get us out of here. Hopefully. Mr. Matthews says, like, for people south of the equator, do they think we are the weird ones, or do they think they are? Yeah, exactly. I'm sure it's a mix of both, more than likely. Lock the doors. Don't let him in. Because the global view of Christmas overwhelmingly winter, I hear ya. I think it's probably a bit of both. Some people that buy into the fact that it's Christmas all over the world, and then some people that are more resistant, possibly more traditional. That's what I would think. Where's the phone part, everyone? Where is it? There it is. Now I need a pocket knife. No, that's not a pocket knife. Oh, there's only one first aid spray here now? I feel they've rebalanced the game. Mr. Matthews says, also, is that Maniac Mansion in the background? No, but I was going to go there. That might be a surprise sometime on Crystal Lake Fridays. But in the future, it is actually Beavis and Butthead on Sega Genesis. I moved up. I moved up from 8-bit to 16-bit, man. We're now in the 16-bit era. Sega Genesis, the Beavis and Butthead game. Alright, here we go. What happened to the phone part? What the? Did I leave it in the thing? Oh my god, I left it in the thing. Because I picked up one too many first aids. Oh god. Fail. Hard fail. I gotta turn my flashlight off for this one. I need stam. I need to get some stamina. This is brutal. I saw a shadow and I thought it was him, and I'm like, wait a minute. I almost screwed up the buttons, but I'm like, wait a minute, the music's not playing. Mr. Matthews says, my wife got me the Genesis Mini for my birthday. Nice, man. Nice. Very nice. When was that? Was it just recently?
Jason, he's back.
I feel we were talking about. I remember we were talking about it before in the stream, about picking it up. But I don't think we had either one of us had decided on it. It's on my list. I was thinking about it on Black Friday, but maybe Boxing Day. The sales up here were not overwhelmingly good. There wasn't anything that blew me away, so I held off on a lot of stuff. Hopefully on Boxing Day here in Canada. I don't know. Do you guys have Boxing Day? I know it's like a British thing. There's a question. The Canadian could pose. Yeah, but the Mini looks great. I'm looking forward to picking that up. So, shall we do more stuff, or shall we just sit here and wait? My birthday isn't until next week, but she gave it to me last night. Ah, okay, got it. Thought so, because we hadn't talked about that in the stream, that your birthday. But that's awesome. That you got it ahead of time. But having the birthday that close to Christmas, does that affect the Christmas thing, or is it just, is there a birthday gift and Mr. Matthew says it's on sale at Target for $50. Oh, wow. I could take that. I think it was still 99 up here. What, like Canadian 99, so like 70, 75 for you guys. And you say, no, we don't. So yeah, that's the day after Christmas for us. It's traditionally the day you return, or now it's buying more stuff, but it's the day you'd return stuff, you know, that you may not, you box it, or you box up all your gifts, and you don't take everything down. We still take everything down in the new year. Me, when I fully spread out for Christmas, I try to get some lighting in the background. Uh-oh. We'll continue this conversation in a moment. Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, well, I guess we have time to continue the conversation. Like, traditionally here in Canada, we still take everything down in, like, the new year, like January 1st. But me, when I have the full spread out, I usually go later into January, if not February. But I actually try to get some lighting in the background because I put up some decorations, some more decorations, festive. But I still need more lighting. It's hard to see. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh no, don't go in the sleeping bag. Don't go in the sleeping bag. Oh. Last person alive. So we're looking at a sleeping bag. Not really. It was never an issue growing up, but I'm a little too old to worry too much about birthday and Christmas presents. Nah, I hear ya. Me too. I was just joking around. I still look forward to it, you know. My son was born on the 22nd, and oh, so he's got that effect as well. That he's got the two days like so close together. I have a friend like that where I'm actually going to a party for them tomorrow where it's like that, and my mom as well. I'm pretty sure is like the 20th or the 21st. So that close together. So Resident Evil 3 is on the way. Trying to think of things to talk about while we wait 10 minutes or 1 minute until the police. They better leave at 1 minute when the police arrive. But I saw they released some images and some stills of artwork for Resident Evil 3. So they're remastering Resi 3. Definitely something to look forward to. I still haven't played the second one. I totally whiffed on the PlayStation sales. There was nothing on Steam. I picked up 2 games, and they were both like $4, and I'm probably going to play one here eventually. Mr. Matthews says he gets a lifetime of birthmas. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. Not a bad thing, because you got the bang bang. Bang bang. I saw that. Oh yeah, the Resi poster looked pretty sweet. So we will get that. But I was hoping it was going to be on sale on the PlayStation Store, and I totally whiffed. I didn't even check it. And no, I didn't play Resident Evil 2. Still waiting to get it, so I'm hoping That's another sale in the new year. Also, Ghostbusters 3, yes, we got the still images. I don't know if that was poster art or it's still images from the movie, but we did get some. We did get a look at the Ecto 1, the reborn Ecto 1, like a field, like a wheat field, or it's going to be interesting about that. We're also now less than 3 weeks away, or less than 2 weeks away from Rise of Skywalker. So, and also the Mandalorian. We can talk about that tonight. I'm still a huge fanboy of that show. The latest episode was a total fan service chapter, and I loved every minute of it. Oh, somebody's a lucky ducky. Apparently, whoever was Jason. Put on my Robin Wizard hat. Oh, we've seen that guy before. I remember that name. That's one of the names, like the Chad has a big dong and stuff like that. Names that stick out to me. And that the girl Oxy Wolf or whatever. But put on my Robin Wizard hat. And Paul Rudd in the cast. I approve for the most part. Yeah, exactly. So do I. So do I. Having Paul Rudd in the team. You can't go wrong with that. He was like the best part of it. Endgame for me. Having him there. Pretty much Infinity War as well. Infinity Wars. Nerd, what's going on? He says hello to at Dawn and Mr. Matthews. Hope you're well, man. Thanks for coming in. Mr. Matthews says we'll get a Ghostbusters 3 trailer soon and see what time they are going for. Yep. We will indeed. Release date sometime in the new year. I think it's like spring in the new year, May or June. I've totally fallen off on my movie news and YouTube in general, so I'm rusty. So bear with me. Go easy on me. Katniss is talking. Nerd says, just so you know, Pete, this video didn't appear in my feed until 2. YouTube's holding us back, nerd. That's what it is, but thanks. Thanks for the heads up. I was going to tweet it out again. I think it's maybe because I missed a week that I'm not hitting the algorithm. I don't know. All these hoops that we have to jump through. Oh, what tone are they going for? Gotcha. Oh, when you said time, I didn't mean the release date as well. But my response, I thought you meant more like what time period they're going for, like in the, that's where my mind went, like timeline in the universe. But yeah, tone as well. True enough. Mr. Matt, I'm assuming they'll try to recapture the original 2 as closely as they can. I think so. I think they really have to make up for Answer the Call in many ways. It just may have left a bad taste in a couple fans' mouths. Oh, Amadeus. Amadeus is back. She was in her first group. Stimpy is still with us. Bingo Sayer and Lawless Walrus. Love it. Lawless Walrus. Amadeus says, wow, this lobby is full of noobs. Well, go find a better lobby. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Mr. Matthews says, Paul Rudd is one of the few actors today that would work. In that universe, I agree. I just had to throw my 2 cents in there about the noob. We were all talking about the noob. The noob hunter. I'm not playing with you. Anyways. into the lobby of wait, the second wait lobby. Katniss is still talking. We might have to mute them. Mr. Matthews says, actors that do predominantly serious roles and yet still have comedic timing work best in Ghostbusters, in my opinion. I don't think many comedic actors today handle dry very well. They do not. They do not know wit. There is no dry wit. Is not fun for them. They don't understand it. Nerd says, GB3, kids who aren't old enough to drive, not strong enough to carry the proton packs, and just afford to build the containment machine. Let's just say I've got reservations. That's completely understandable. I hope they handle it well, that they're going to be handing it over. I feel like a bit of a Stranger Things thing going on there as well, but like honestly, Mr. Matthews says, like honestly, I'd love to see Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he would fit. Benedict Cumberbatch is an awesome actor. I think he was wasted on Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange was written so poorly. Could have been so much better. They pretty much just said, here's the cape, go out and be Benedict Cumberbatch. Sorry. I always screw that up. Ever since day one. That could have been so much better, but I agree.
I can't believe
He would have worked well there as well. Maybe as a bad guy. Or as the replacement Egon. If they were going to recast and go for an original. And Mr. Matthews says, nerd, I agree, but I'm cautiously optimistic. As am I. I think I've turned over a new leaf to some point where I'm not as jaded, or not necessarily jaded, but less instantly negative. But if it still sucks, I'm going to call it for being what it is, a whole ton of suck. But I you know, take it with a grain of salt, give it a chance to breathe, and if it sucks, then yeah, call it out for what it is. But if it's good, kudos to them as well. Mr. Matthews says, like, there was actually a lot of ad-libbing in the original Ghostbusters. There was virtually no difference between that comedy and the scripted comedy. Agreed. And Nerd says, I think a better way to go would have been to have 20-something kids of the original take over. Exactly. That was the original idea, I think Ramis and Aykroyd had, Nerd, in the original Ghostbusters 3 script, that it would be 20-somethings would take over the mantle. Bang on right there. I completely agree. But it's not the new hot thing to do that sort of thing anymore. Now it's the Stranger Things vibe. And Mr. Matthews says, compare that to Melissa McCarthy's ad-libbing. yes, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's it. Don't pick up the gun. Pick up the pot. All Melissa McCarthy. Mr. Matthews says, yeah, I think Benedict would have worked as Egon. And so he says, he's back. Welcome back, man. We're several matches in, and I've yet to escape. Just keep getting killed. But we've had pretty good luck with finding.
Help me. What are you doing?
Running for boat parts. That's what I'm doing. Mr. Matthews says, I also think Chris Pratt would work too as Ray's son. I'm pretty sure he was attached to that movie at one point, the part 3. So yeah, I agree. That totally could have been a thing. I can't remember who was talking about it, and it might have just been like supposition, nothing ever confirmed. But having at that time when they were working on that script, because Jennifer Lawrence was just fresh off the Hunger Games, having Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt take the reins of the franchise, that should have been a thing at the time. Missed opportunities. Hashtag missed opportunities. Melissa McCarthy. So I said Melissa McCarthy was a good comedian before she went full feminist. Agreed. She has some funny movies. She really does. I just didn't appreciate the backlash, her way of handling the negative feedback that Ghostbusters got. And I think a lot of us felt that way. Johnny! Johnny comes in and says, hey all. Hello to you, Johnny. So I'll greet him in the chat. Thanks for coming in, just like everyone else.
He's on his way.
I think Amadeus or whatever, and Demas
Jason's on the way, run!
may have been right, because these are all noobs. And nothing's getting done here. Absolutely nothing.
He's coming for us. In the house, hurry.
Hopefully they keep him busy while I try to go over to the other side. Ah. Came after me. And dead. Mr. Matthews says, oh yeah, Leslie Jones. Again, that's another one. That's not the way to take criticism. Constructive feedback and constructive criticism. There's good ways and there's bad ways to take it. And yeah. So we've got McMurphin. Camillo Camp. I'm hitting the spacebar rather than going back and forth. We got Katniss. Stimpy as Kenny. I'm not watching Kenny. Lawless Walrus is just hiding. Let's stick with McMurphin. So he says, I think she was expecting the opposite. I mean, ever since that movie came out, SJW has went full blown. Pretty much. Pretty much. That was the breakwater point. That was definitely the start of the tide. So he says, I mean, everyone liked Melissa, but not her.
Battery and gas. Also, apologies about my mind.
Johnny says he finished watching the horror movie, The Baby from 1973, sorry. A horror thriller, kind of super weird and uncomfortable, like the movie Society. The Baby, I might have to check that out, because I did watch a lot of, I didn't finish it, but Don't Open Till Christmas, the movie we were talking about 2 weeks ago, I did end up watching part of that. That was interesting. But British horror, you can't go wrong with that. 70s British horror. Mr. Matthews says, I do think Melissa McCarthy absolutely would have worked as female Ray. Yep. Agreed. Out of the cast, she's the one that was most suited to be in that movie. The other three, not so much. Nerd says the problem with Ghostbusters 2016 was that they made a feminist movie first, a spoof comedy second, and a Ghostbuster film last. Exactly. And I don't blame the actors on that. I blame them on their feedback towards the fan, but I don't blame them in the movie. That's squarely on Paul Feig. Paul Feig is a terrible director. He's a terrible writer. I don't know how he gets work. I just don't understand it. Like, I love The Office. I love the U.S. Office, and I like the British Office. His Office episodes in the U.S. Office series are easily the worst of the series. Easily the worst. Not a fan. Not a fan, to say the least. Mr. Matthews says, especially if she'd been able to play it straight, like Dan Aykroyd did. Exactly. You have that straight guy. You have a believable straight guy that's quirky and nerdy, and then you go with it. But it was a spoof of that character. Nerd has a point there. It was a spoof of that character that we saw in the original of Ray. So he says, to be honest, I'd rather deal with the SJW agenda right now since it gets it out of the way. Now it's only slowly going away since everyone is now speaking out slowly. Johnny says, nice. British horror is cool. The Baby is free on Tubi. What's Tubi? Is that like a knockoff of YouTube similar to BitTube? I am unfamiliar. Might have to check it out. But free horror movies, and I agree, British horror is great. The original Tales from the Crypt. Oh man, the original Tales from the Crypt, the 1970s. So much cheese, but so much good. There's so much good there. So much goodness. but more free horror the better. A lot of stuff I watch on YouTube is on Pizza Flicks. I watch a lot of Pizza Flicks.
Oh dear.
McMurphin.
You need to get this motherfucking cop out here to camp for so late.
And Johnny says, 2016 Ghostbusters is bad when your movie is more racist and sexist than a movie made in the 80s. Exactly. In the height of those days.
Well, this ain't going too well.
In Hollywood. From a casual standpoint. I mean... Tommy's laying down the bear trap. Jenny is swinging at the window with a baseball bat. And Roy, oh my god.
Oh, fuck me.
That's my move. You took my move.
My god, I'm so sorry.
Johnny says Tubi is an app to watch free movies and TV shows like Pluto TV without live channels. Ah, gotcha. Wow. Nerd says Christopher Lee and Vincent Price were the dynamic duo in that era. Exactly. Exactly. Or the Hammer movies with Lee and Cushing. Oh yeah. Give me that. Give me that. Either the Dracula, maybe not the later Dracula movies like Dracula 1972 AD or... but the earlier Dracula films and the Frankenstein series. And the Vincent Price movies. It's funny, the first thing that I really got familiar with, some of you guys might know this, Johnny, or Mr. Matthews, maybe, the first time I really noticed Vincent Price, other than the Thriller video, which I'm doing the voiceover, is it's a 70s TV show called The Hilarious House of Frightenstein. It was actually made here in the city. I live a couple blocks from the network that, unfortunately, the studio is no longer a studio. They turned it into a fucking condo. But the studio here, CHCH in Hamilton, was made and produced here. And that's the first show I remember as a kid seeing it in reruns and seeing him on. He had a bit part, and I remember learning much later that he filmed his vignettes. They were just little vignettes for the show, and he did them from his home and then sent them to from a studio closer to home. So it says, I'm just saying, because I'm sure people in Hollywood aren't blind. It's their job to push a narrative and agenda. But yeah, have you ever noticed when agendas and people start to slowly speak out? That's usually what happens. So they have to. It's the way the winds blow. The way the winds blow. And that's why I keep saying that I'll never fully be successful on YouTube and reach that 100,000 level or the 1 million, the vaunted, the gold button, the red button, is because I don't sway. I don't feed the beast and I don't sway. I'll talk to you guys all night long about what's going on, but I don't sway. I just don't do it. Nerd says, if she stepped in the bear trap, why is she holding her shoulder? Exactly. Mr. Matthews says, go with it, nerd. It's all part of the mystery. And Nerd says, LOL. Exactly. Exactly. It's just part of the game. Part of the game they never fixed. It's part of the charm. The charm and the kitsch of the game that we play each week. But I almost came on tonight with a different game. It's coming. It's coming. We got Friday the 13th next week, so we got to do Friday the 13th. But then after that, as we get in Christmas, I have a couple surprises in store. Those $5 purchases that I made on Steam on Black Friday. That especially, for some reason they call it on Steam, they didn't call it a Black Friday sale or Cyber Monday, they called it a autumn winter sale or something. So it says, no you won't, especially after FTT COPPA BS, but everyone is screwed. I live in Canada. Maybe we'll have our own, like, smaller version of YouTube. Mr. Matthews says, my only childhood memory of Vincent Price's Thriller. Yep. That's the main one. But I remember, because I have an older sister, a couple years older, and she would watch the repeats. So it was vague to me, but then I would watch it I watched it later and I'm like, I kind of remember this. I kind of remember this. But yeah, if you're a horror fan, a kitschy horror especially, and if you haven't seen it, go and check that out. There's some on YouTube. The hilarious House of Frightenstein. It's usually the edited episodes because there were scenes where they used a lot of copyrighted music because there was a knockoff of like the Wolfman Jack, but he was actually a werewolf. So they play popular music of the 60s and 70s in it. But if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Great kitsch stuff. Cheesy horror at its finest.
What am I supposed to be doing,
Mr.
bro?
Matthews says, did you ever find Gremlins on Game Boy Advance? I did
Bro.
not. I went to a couple of flea markets. I haven't been able to find it. That might have to be a little bit of a emulation. Mr. Matthews says, because saying Christmas is racist and bullying. Merry Thursday, or Happy Thursday. What they wanted to do about Thanksgiving, I heard that on Twitter. I've kind of stayed off Twitter because it just makes my skin crawl at points, but I remember something like that trending around, renaming Thanksgiving to Merry Thursday, Happy Thursday, and happy belated Thanksgiving to my American friends. So, because I missed you guys on Black Friday. Johnny says, need to see that series. We'll check it out. Vincent Price is also the villain in the 80s buddy cop action comedy Dead Heat with Joe Piscopo and Treat Williams. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Mr. Matthews says, Treat Williams, the poor man's Kurt Russell. Now I definitely need to check it out. I know who Joe Piscopo is because he was on Saturday Night Live in the Eddie Murphy era. Those early 80s years, I want to say like 83, 82, 83, that sort of thing. Treat Williams, if I saw him, I probably know him, but I don't know him. Off the top of my head. And Tommy's still running around. Why is he not dead? Oh, Stimpy's still alive. And that's why you don't play as Kenny, because he's too average. I think he has 5 checks on the phone. No, thank you. I have a hard enough time with 2 or 3. Mr. Matthews says, "Damn autocorrect is out of control."
You need to get every last motherfucking cop out here to Camp Crystal Lake. Jason is here. Did you hear me?
Oh, the movie's also free on
Jason,
Tubi.
he's
I gotta
back.
check that Tubi thing out.
Good. Fucking die, Tommy.
Mr. Matthews says, Treat Williams was the bad guy in the Phantom. I know who you're talking about. Now I know who you're talking about. I'm going to Google. On my phone because I can't look at the internet while we've got the game on. Oh yeah. Yep. I remember him. Johnny says, my Joe Piscopo knowledge comes from the movie Sidekicks with Chuck Norris. Nice. Yeah, Sidekicks. I remember that movie as well. Haven't seen that in forever.
We all die.
Apple News updates. Bananas taped to a wall are selling for an appealing $160K. And of course, appealing is spelled with P-E-E-L, like a banana. Peel, haha, get it? But yeah, I'll just put my phone down. I don't even know what to say about that. I didn't click on that story. Apple News. All the important things I need to know. I'm surprised it wasn't from the Huffington Post. It wasn't. I will be right back. Be right back momentarily. Just in time, and I remember to turn my thing. My mic back on. I'm back, everyone. And Johnny says it's up on YouTube. Chuck Sidekicks? Nice. Have to watch that. And sorry about stepping away. Had to mute the button and had a bit of a sneeze attack. I'm feeling a bit run down this week, so make a little bit of tea as well. So hopefully feel a bit better. We are up. I think we're up, everyone. Tea will have to wait because we have business to do. We have business to do. It is Jason time. Let's go.
Make them remember.
Let's do this.
Make them suffer.
Always. Phone box first. Mr. Matthews says, is that a real Genesis or a Genoclone? No, it's a real Genesis, but it's the, like the generation 2, the second generation one. The thinner one. I have a first generation as well, but it's dead. It does not play anymore. That was my original one. This one I picked up.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Yep, don't let them. Ah, it's the yellow car. Boo. Ah.
He's on me. He's on me.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Shot me through the door, really? This is the warm-up one. Why do I always need one warm-up match? Ah. Brutal.
Please, no.
Alright, let's reset. Take a breather and go. The Model 1 design was the coolest in my opinion. I agree. The number 2 looks like an answering machine. I can't argue with that. It's not the greatest.
Oh, he's coming. Run! beat his ass. Everyone beat him. Gang up on him.
Fuck you!
Get up, Jason.
Everyone come beat him.
Find
Come
them.
beat him.
I'm coming.
Kill them.
Fuck you!
My stun time has plus 15%.
No matter what they do,
This is not a
you
prank.
cannot
We need your
die.
help.
You can never die.
Sorry, I bailed. I think the cops are on their way.
I got the battery.
Oh
Get me out. Open the door.
shit. Dude, coming through the window. The window right here.
Open the door!
From me, Jason. Don't let them.
Quickly to the blue car.
They want to hurt you,
I
Jason.
got the car keys. Go.
Don't let them.
Oh fuck! How the fuck do I drop it?
Ah!
Question, how the fuck do I drop it?
Just hold down, man.
Run, damn it! The gas is near the car. I'm dead.
Yes. Kill for mother.
Really?
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Two friggin' pocket knives? Are you kidding me? First aid spray's on the other side now, man.
No!
Kill 2. And Nerd says kill 1, thank you. Kill 2 is on the way. They still need to take the battery off the car.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Ah. Fenced myself again. Mr. Matthews says, Johnny, you had the good one. The Model 1 was the one with the volume control and the headphone jack. Yep. I want that Chad. And now I want some revenge on that Chad. Really? They're taking the two-seater? Okay. Don't know where you're going? I'd have a little bit trouble with that.
Watch out, left. Go, drive. Go. Yeah, she's on him. Hello? Drive.
Help! Oh god!
Damn, what the fuck?
Double kill, killing spree. Nerd says kill 2. Yeah, there's number 3.
That's my Jason. That's my special boy.
Oh, I thought they were in that house. They're not.
God. No.
Get out of the tree! Well, there, we can't be killed!
Die, Jason. Make them suffer.
What they get for being AFK during the game. I want that Chad. Want a little revenge action with Chad. We have a date, bro. We have a date.
Please no!
Saving this one for you, man. The other car can go. Nerd says triple kill. Cookies for everyone. Johnny says, wish I had a Sega Master System though. That was badass. Play some Hang On. Oh yeah, bud. I picked up another one. I had it originally. That was my first console before Nintendo. Oh, almost. So close. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get shot in a minute. So close. But yeah, Sega Master System's awesome. I was trying to hook that up as well, but I couldn't find my S-video cable for it. 4 in a row, shots of rum. Nice, nerd. Let's do it up. There's somebody hiding over there.
No!
Nope. Jenny's injured. Not as fun when you're by yourself, eh? When you're with a guy that has plus 15 on his stun attack. Not as fun trolling me.
That's my Jason. That's my special boy.
There's just 5 dead hookers in the shed. Got the 6th. 6th kill. 1 escaped. I guess the other one escaped. 2 or quit. I don't know. Maybe ran out with the cops. They might have been waiting at the exit. I might have missed them. Mr. Matthews says the Master System is hard to find. Maybe Sega will do a mini one. It's actually not that far hard to find in Canada because I think it was more common. Similar to South America because I think there was a big thing in South America for it as well, like Brazil and Argentina. But here in Canada, that's where I got mine. I got mine from a guy out east on the East Coast. And when I looked online, a lot of them were from Quebec, New Brunswick, like our eastern provinces. Oh, we got kicked out. They took their game home and they were no longer fun, or they were no longer happy. They left. Nerd says, nice, 6 kills. Yes, that was a good one. Feel good about that. Mr. Matthews says, I bought one off my ex-girlfriend's brother for $25 with a bunch of games. That is a deal, man. That is a deal. I bought mine off YouTube. It had the zapper gun, didn't work. Had one directional pad, one of the power play, like their version of the power play, and another controller, a bunch of games for like 100 Canadian. So it was still a good deal. I think I got like 11 games. So, because I remember I had it as a kid and I would always play this one game, Zillion. I want to say Zillion 2. That one, it was in the list of games. I'm like, I gotta get that. Gotta get that. That was another like going back to your moments in younger years. I'll be right back. I gotta be back in a moment.
Oh, dude, you're so sweet. I'm just playing, man. Where am I? I like the way you move.
So I'm drinking a coffee beer from Traverse City called CEO Stout.
Oh my goodness, you're from
That's good shit, actually. I've had it before.
It's pretty alright. It's the first time I tried it.
Yeah. I like those chocolate ones. They're pretty good.
Yeah, in the mood for something dark. Just like my heart.
Dry you out pretty quick, though.
I love when my name's all the way on the bottom of the lobby list. It's like, oh, all these names. And Kevin Bacon.
I know. The same station is more at Jerem.
Mr. Matthews says, interesting. The Master System had hardly any presence in the US, at least where I'm from. As a result, when you find it, it's super overpriced. I hear that on a lot of things. Nerd says, I had a Master System myself, but gave it to a friend who was going through a hard time. Nice. That's nice. That's awesome, Nerd. But yeah, I think it was huge in Europe too, because there was a ton of exclusives to Europe, and I think it played on the different hertz as well. I think it played on like 60 megahertz, where the US one played on like 45, something like that. Mr. Matthews says, what was more popular in your corner of the world, Nerd? Nintendo or Sega? And Nerd says Sega. Yeah, I remember watching a lot of videos on that. On the history. When I first started watching the Gaming Historian. And Johnny says, yeah, I didn't know the Sega Master System was a thing until last year. I thought it was Euro Genesis like NES, and I just thought it was Euro NES like Genesis and Famicom. That would make sense. For sure. Come on, Deborah. So we got a good game of kills in. We got 6 kills. Let's get an escape. We still haven't escaped. Mr. Matthews says, good old Norm. Oh yeah, I love that. Still love that guy. Haven't watched this stuff in ages, but I used to watch that so much. Just on like a repeat. And I knew I would like the guy right away because he played My Morning Jacket in his outro music and some of his earlier videos. I'm like, we got that in common. And then I saw all his Robotech and Macross anime characters in the background. He was talking about in the video. I'm like, oh yeah, this dude. This is my dude. No map. Deborah's just got a guess. So I'm in Birch Ridge. I think the way is that way towards the lake. I think. Maybe going in the wrong direction. No, I'm going the right direction. So typically one of the cars is down here. Not there. So there's one at the utility shed and maybe one over here in Birch Ridge. Mr. Matthews says, I didn't learn about the Master System until 2000, 2001-ish, when the Wii Virtual Console was coming out. There's one car. Hopefully it's the blue car. What Jason are we facing? How many bear traps does this guy got? He's got it on the door and the battery. Jeez. That's funny. He says, I discovered Norm because of his early cameos on the Game Chasers. I am unfamiliar. I can't remember why I came across. I'm unfamiliar with Game Chasers. I came across him one day on YouTube. I think he came up in my suggested because I had been watching so much of The Nerd and Cinemassacre at the time. Oh, the days. 2013 to 2015. Uh-oh. Did we even get to call Tommy? He killed the power before we could call Tommy. Are you serious, J-Man? Like, that will not stand.
That's how that shit works.
Oh, and Kevin Bacon.
Pay rent, dude.
We've seen that dude before.
Oh, I found a radio. That one's all the way west in the repair garage.
Ah, shoot. Ah!
No, no.
Hey, turn your music back on. Can't fool me. Oh, somebody left.
Yeah, the one that I killed.
How dare you? You could possibly be Tommy Jarvis. Why would you do that?
Mr. Matthews says, wait, I have my time periods all messed up.
Somebody
About Norm? Oh, about the Master System. There's a slight delay between the OBS messaging and getting in a YouTube studio. I've got one on top of the other, so I see something came up and I have to wait for the message to come up. It was 2001 when Leva Buchanan from IGN was rattling on about how awesome the Master System was. Then when the Virtual Console came out in 2005, I downloaded Fantasy Zone. Yes! Fantasy Zone. Good game. Can we call Tommy already? Somebody's in that cabin. The call has been made. Oh, the boat's available to steal.
ready. You just kill people there. Car's ready with some gas. Or, sorry, keys. Repaired.
Oh my god.
He's over here by the car.
Mr. Matthews says you should check out the Game Chasers and see if you like it. It's basically American Pickers with video games. Got it. Sounds like something that I dig, that's for sure. Especially if they're chasing like hard to find games and then playing it.
Keep going this way, away from the car.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember how I found him, but he just came up in my suggested one day and I started watching him.
Guy here, I'm familiar. He just shifted to that car.
And Mr. Matthews says that, and I still love Fantasy Zone to this day. Oh yeah. Great game. Oh.
I'm headed to the other escape vehicle.
Ah, you motherfuckers.
You look at that phone? Okay.
That movie one.
Did he throw like more traps on there?
That shit can get tushy with tushy.
I'm just dancing for you, Jason. Before we get down to business. Why did he morph that close? What a waste.
I had a bonus one, so I figured someone would use it for something. Oh, poor guy died. Anybody feel like some water action? That may be a good idea, maybe not. Yeah, I'm right there. It's like 2 feet away from me.
Let's get a little stamina. And we'll run. And we will run. Mr. Matthews says they don't play the game so much as focusing on the hunting and surprise discovery aspect of collecting. Their series started when it was a lot easier to find rare games cheaply in the wild. Oh yeah. I unfortunately started that at the latter half, like the tail end of it, before prices started getting really ridiculous. I got some good prices, but not the legend ones. Deborah needs more stamina. Needs a little stamina. So we can run more. I still need to roll that buff. Like I've been waiting forever on Steam. Let me have a stamina buff, please. And there's nothing.
I'm coming.
Well, I think it's time to steal the boat. Even though I've played with that Kevin Bacon before, they're going. They're leaving me.
Fireworks work in the water?
They're leaving me!
Yes! Yes, they do!
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
Try it. Get in. Wait, there's two more.
Fuck 'em.
Hey! Yeah, actually, if I'd appreciate that. Yeah, just drive. Just get away.
Zombie Cat is here. Says hi there, everyone. Hello, Zombie. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing well. All good. We haven't been talking about Brain Pizza. We haven't talked pizza yet. We're waiting on Mega Jetty to start that discussion. It's all about pizza once Mega comes into the house.
Okay. Man, I tried that boat, but he knew he was onto it.
Oh, fuck. Who is that?
How do you?
My God, I can't look.
Distracted him before I
Where's the boat?
I was gonna hang out right by the boat.
Mr. Matthew says I was fortunate enough to get a lot of my stuff before the craziness really hit. I didn't know to look for those rare games back then, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly, until we started seeing the YouTube videos on it. But you still got like the Goodwill connection as well. We used to have Goodwill here. I don't know. I know we've talked about that before, but we used to have Goodwill, but it closed. It closed all the stores because it's supposed to be for charity, but it found out like a lot of the ones here are in my province in Ontario, the money wasn't going to charity. I believe that's the rumor on the street. So. Zombie Cat says, hi nerd, lurking as usual. Red Shirt is here. He says phasers, full fire, shields up, phaser fire, as it were. Always read things backwards. Mr. Matthew says, then I would not have been willing to pay $80 for Little Samson at the time. I guarantee you, exactly. I wouldn't pay that for any game. Game could play itself and I could win every time, and I don't think I'd pay it. Alright, let's do this. Firecracker! Step into the trap! First aid spray! Why are there 3 checkpoints? And I effed it up. I'm Deborah. It should have been 2. It's always 2.
Yes, is this the police? We're the kids at Camp Crystal Lake.
Yes, it's
He's killing us! He's killing everyone! Please help! Hurry! Ah!
The phone is floating. We're in a levitating float.
You call Jason tonight?
I'm calling my ghost boyfriend because the phone is floating.
Damn it! Just die!
At least I'm buying people the time to get away by doing this. Oh, my ghost boyfriend's still on the phone.
Wait, is the phone broken?
Ah, hit the wall.
Well, bye-bye.
Oh, come on, I'm Deborah. Use a real kill. I can't break out. Mr. Matthews says Goodwill is crooked AF. It sure is. It's not a rumor, it's a fact. Terrible company, but I love shopping there.
I'm just kidding. Don't take me seriously.
I thought I played pretty alright.
Red Shirt says,
Come to mom.
Nerd, where are the green women? They're on Orion. They're on Orion, just waiting to be taken in to the trade. Redshirt says I get all my DVD, or I get DVDs at Goodwill. I used to, man. I used to buy DVDs, books, and records all the time at Goodwill. All the time. Vintage clothes way back in the day. Mr. Matthews says, Redshirt, yeah, I'm at the point where there's not a lot left to find anyway, but I'm grateful that I got all the $2 and $3 games when I did. Exactly. But now we our secondhand store is called Value Village. That's our main one that claimed the money goes to charity. And all the good games go behind the case. And good luck with that. You have to put a good portion of your paycheck forward to pay it. And then the ones on the shelf that used to be $2, $3 are $7, $8. Oh, they're Xbox Generation 1 or they're original Wii games. They're retro now.
Yeah, I know. Right? I mean, you could cheat.
Redshirt says sometimes Goodwill has a $2 game. It does. Occasionally at my Value Village. I also have a resale store called Entertainment Overload, and I find their pricing on the more common games is decent. It's, again, the rare stuff, astronomical. Just astronomical. Nerd says, who wants women? Who wants green women when you can have Klingon women? Or you could have both, you know, best of both worlds, like Balana from Voyager, nerd. Mr. Matthews says, yeah, I still find random games here and there. I mostly look for toys at Goodwill now. We know, Grimlock. We know. I remember that way back when this show first started. You guys are all OG to it. Helped me start it up. And we had that discussion one night with Inti, I believe it was. All your fines. Richard says you like it rough. Klingon women are passionate, apparently. Load in, McMurphin. Let's do this. We got a good group. I like this group. But they're too good. I don't want to be Jason. Too much. Richard says, I like the Voyager reviews, but need to toss in a classic Trek 2. You could do Nerd's reviews of that are good, but you could I like the layout, like the template that he has of like the bridge and stuff like that. But you're right, you could do one for each show. Really, you could do it like once a week. Could you imagine that? You'd have to like do cub effort work or like working around the clock to get that up. But you'd have like 4 or 5 up. Monday to Friday, you could have a different episode in each series. Somebody's got music playing. We'll turn that off. What's it? Right said Fred, I believe. I turned my little tush on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah, I moved my little tush on the catwalk.
I get it mixed up.
Mr. Matthews says, and sludge and slag. The Brontosaurus was sludge. Slag was the Triceratops, and swoop was the Triceratops, not the pterodactyl. Pterodactyl. And sludge. And snarl was the Stegosaurus. That's the one I had. I had snarl. Mr. Matthews says, for giggles, I looked up eBay pricing on Mario Duck Hunt. There's a shocking number of people who are trying to sell copies of that game for $40 now. Even my 40 to 60. Even my resale store, Value Village, still sells that for like $5. I think they sell it. Sorry, I think they sell it for $9 now. Nerd says I shall endeavor to clone myself to fulfill the needs of my viewers. There you go, Nerd. See, that's the plans that I would have. But I'm a great plan guy. The do, like the coming through on the do thing, that's a bit of a different story. Sorry guys, I'm just drinking a little tea tonight. Like I said earlier in the show, I'm feeling a bit run down this week, busy week, so want to fight off anything. We're coming up to the holidays. I got to stay good. Got to be rolling. Mr. Matthews says Swoop was my favorite as a kid. I hear you on that. Snarl was probably my favorite. I think I found it I don't like a garage sale, but those are ones that I always ask for. Over and over and over again. But I got a lot of good Gen 1s. I remember the kid. I think the first one I ever got. Oh. Asking you shall receive. I am Jason. Time to step up my game. This is a different level. Those other noobs. This one could be a little embarrassing. We shall see, but we'll make our best effort. To that end, Kevin Bacon guy is the first guy to go.
Make them
Or I'm in
pay for
trouble.
what they did to us.
But these seem like reasonable people where they just want to play and have fun and escape. And not, oh hey, let's all do a circle jerk on Jason, like run a train on him, pretty much. Those people drive me nuts in this game. Yeah, we know the game's broken. Same map. Same phone box. Nerd says, can I stop? 6. We'll see, we'll see. Set high standards. Usually I like set the bar low and then I come back with a good one the second time. So it's gonna different feeling this time. Not sure what they're doing.
You know,
I tried to shift. I don't have shift yet. Yeah, close.
through the fucking window.
Let's turn some lights off this time. Let's set the proper mood.
Spaz.
Ah!
Take you from me, Jason.
OG is in the house. He said he was out romping tonight, man. Thanks for making it in, man. Hope you had a good time. Good to see you as always. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Now we just need Mega Jetty and Open Money Movie Man. Really? I hate people that go back in the same cabin.
Wow. What happened there?
Your trolling ends here.
Yes.
Sorry, I'll catch up on the chat in a bit,
Kill
guys.
for mother.
Just want to focus on what we've got going on here. This power out.
I did dig his mustache though. His mustache was very good. His mustache. Oh yeah, he had a sexy look.
Who are we talking about?
But didn't he look like he was like in a porno with a mustache?
Why are they talking about porn stashes? What is going on here? Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, go fuck.
What a fluke that was! What a fluke! Total guess. I had no idea they were at that one. I'm like, I'm gonna go turn that power box. I'm gonna check the power box. Because I heard it clicking. Maybe they're still trying to call Tommy.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
No music. No music kill. Sorry, guys. Theatrics were lost on that one.
Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
They must still be trying to call Tommy.
Where's the phone?
Skeletor gets to the holiday spirit. He-Man Christmas special. He-Man She-Ra.
Yes.
Talk about that in a bit for sure.
Mother.
Yeah, I want that. No,
Ah!
it's garage. It's garage. Alright, he grabbed me!
Ah!
With
They
his,
want to hurt
with
you, Jason.
his not,
Don't let them.
not spear. No, he's got a fence post that he's pretending is a spear. It doesn't make any sense. Well, I mean, he's spearing people with it, but... I mean, you can spear a pickle.
Yeah, I missed.
Oh, he grabbed me. No, he didn't. He's throwing knives and missing.
I am. Kevin Bacon is accurate. I missed on that. I whiffed on the grab and on the knife.
I'm wearing a t-shirt, and it's got a scorpion on it, and it says it stings. Look at my awesome ironic t-shirt, Jason.
I did.
Before
I
you
love this
stabbed
guy.
me, through the mouse in the back of my head.
I love it. Love it.
It's got a scorpion on it.
It's got
It says it stings.
the Orko.
That's my Jason. That's my.
Okay, 80s question for cartoons. What was worse, Orko or Snarf? Who was more annoying, Orko or Snarf? There's a question for the chat while we rock out here. Yeah.
No, this is up my ass.
Oh, I don't have shift either. I mean, I don't have morph as well. Why is he going across the field against Jason Part 6? Are you nuts, man?
Oh no, Jason got me.
Yeah. The best shift in the game.
17, you're all by yourself now.
Snarf was more whiny and useless. You're not wrong, man.
Kill for mother.
You're not wrong. Where is everybody? One car is moving. There is only one car.
In front of us. There he goes. Bye.
Oh, I screwed it up.
Oh, that was good!
Ooh, I missed. You going
What a whiff. Best of both worlds, guys. I finished at 6 again. I do no worse. I do no better. Couldn't have planned it out to finish better. They will escape because I can't refresh my stuff. They're going the wrong way. We have a chance. Could we stop this car? Could we stop this car? No! I was there! I was turned the wrong way! So close. So close. Alright, so what are we talking about? So, yeah, we're like, OG is 2 hours late. It's all good. He made it. That's the important thing. Always welcome here. Just like all the rest of you guys are. Johnny says, any Christmas movies making the rotation other than Die Hard? Tons, man. Tons. Been watching a ton of Christmas stuff. My girlfriend's actually going to Disney World next week. Leaving next Friday, I believe. So we're trying to watch as much Christmas stuff as possible. So we got traditional Christmas stuff, and then like Christmas removed movies. Like she would consider Die Hard a Christmas removed movie. I consider it a Christmas movie. I don't know about you guys. There's another one. Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie? OG says, well, I have something to watch later, LOL. Mr. Matthews says, He-Man's Christmas special, yes. Johnny says, oh, nice. I was on the Sci-Fi Channel last year. Skeletor gets in the holiday spirit, and that's where we left off. Orca was more on the Wily Cat and the Wily Kit and Wily Cat level. Yes. Not quite as annoying, but Snarf was definitely the worst. Oh, Lion-O. Oh, Snarf, Snarf, Snarf. This is such a weird stream, guys. We're like I'm kicking it as Jason. I'm rocking out like 6 of 8. Not perfect, but way better than I normally do. And I can't buy an escape. Like I cannot buy an escape. I've made a couple of mistakes. Played a couple of good Jasons. What are we talking about wax candles and olive oil for?
Oh, like drip the hot wax? No, it sounds painful.
Dripping hot wax? What the heck are we talking about?
It sucks it out.
Shut up.
I'm glad we were able to find another good group, though. We've had pretty good luck tonight. I figured a lot of people would be playing because we got Friday the 13th coming up next week. Like, everybody thought this game was going to die, and yeah, the player base has gone down since everything that went on with the, the movie rights to the lawsuit between Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham, but there's still a player base. Out on Switch, a lot of people play it. If they could ever get this going again, they're actually supposed to go to, because they appealed. The second appeal went in, and they're going to settle in the spring. That's what they do when they go to settle. So we might have an agreement by June. I remember hearing that last week, that they're going to go in say April. They're going to go into court. The courts say April, and by June we might have a settlement in the rights to this. The game may live on. Johnny says, I'll take Lethal Weapon and Trading Places, Gremlins as a Christmas movie. Yes, Trading Places. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. Trading Places is a great one. Here we go, Deborah.
Oh God, what am I gonna do?
Like, I walked into the cabin and there's a thing of gas. Like, if I don't escape this time, I think it's time to change it up to chat. And I've got the phone part. Like, they're handing me a victory here. It's like, here you go. Do it. We believe in you. Now if I could get a map. And there's a map. What is this, a nice place to visit? I've been crushing a lot of Twilight Zone and Calling Tommy. I've been watching a ton of the original Twilight Zone because I may have gotten a VPN. So American Netflix, anyone? So I shouldn't probably be saying that on a stream, but hey. So I just watched that episode last night. That's like episode 24 or 25 of season 1. Nice place to visit. The one where the Simpsons spoofed with Homer's in hell with eating the donuts to the end. You can have all the stuff that you like over and over. Alright, what do we got here? I'm going to check the big house because sometimes the phone is on the big house in the screen. This map. But we've also got the boat to the south. And there's the phone box. Do not screw up the checks, Pete. Yeah. Whoops. Dropped the wrong thing. Time to go the other direction. Put the gas in the boat. And wait. Wait for the stamina to come back. It shall return. Here we go. Put the fuel in the speedy jet.
I hope I'm doing this right.
Almost hit the wrong button. I'd say I clutched it, but not really. What do we got? What do we got? Alright. I'm just taking a stamina break, sorry guys. I need some firecrackers and a first aid spray and I'll fix that phone box. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. Oh, I think they're trying to fix it. Or they're just goofing around. Nope. Lawless walrus. Oh, they stepped on the trap. I will sacrifice.
The cops.
Deborah's in a blue light. Oh, it's Mr. Sundance again. I thought so.
Oh, I stopped him with firecrackers. A peaceful way. Dude, man, leave me alone. I mostly just eat hummus.
Yeah, so like, I love my sweater. Pretty.
My favorite
I
color.
love your
Somebody's got the mom sweater.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a Mitch. And Kevin Bacon.
At this point,
Is
I'm
Mitch.
legally obligated to tell you that I have a minor foot odor problem. So you can't get any closer, Jason. I need like 10 feet.
Well.
Oh, he went all the way north.
Such the comedian.
Okay. Now, where's the car?
Oh, I got a map.
Let us look for the boat part. I have a feeling these noobs after I make fun of somebody for saying that may have missed it. So I want to check these cabins up top. Oh, nope. Somebody is at the boat right now. Fixing it up. If I can make it there in time. No. They are gone. Trying to find a better weapon while we're in here. Nah, I'll stick with the piece of wood. Deborah doesn't have the strength to properly swing the machete. Let's see what else we can discuss. We talked about Christmas movies. We had a ton of stuff we had listed, Mr. Matthews. I'm sure we had a ton of stuff planned for when everybody else would show up, and I can't remember what we were going to talk about. There, I'll take that baseball bat. With a minute left, I'm just going to wait it out. I think I'm just going to wait it out around here. Hope I pick the proper side. Because it's a 50-50 shot. Mr. Matthews says, wait, what? I thought we did. I thought we like talked about things we could talk about later because Inti was gone. Oh no, we were talking about Inti. That was it. Sorry, Mr. Matthews.
You're sacrificing the boat with that thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, Mr. Matthews just came back. We were talking. I was saying that I'm sure when we were first started tonight, we had made a list list of ideas we could talk about, like Ghostbusters 3. We got the Rise of Skywalker in a couple of weeks, Mandalorian, that sort of thing. Everything that's going on. Baby Yoda merch. Yes, that's it. That's it. And the shirt says Pete gave you the list, man. But yeah, he's right. We got it. We got it. Any word in what's on Joe Bog's Christmas party? There you go, Johnny. I'm looking forward to that. And no, I just keep seeing the ad for it on Twitter, so I don't know what he's going to be playing, but I'm looking forward to that. Ah, we picked right. An escape. Dance for a bit. I had to do the stupid popcorn one. That's not the one I wanted to do. But I'm looking forward to that. For sure. Joe Bob's special. But yeah, sign me up for that Baby Yoda merch. Like today. Like I said, my girlfriend's going to Disney. And they have a Yoda backpack that's at the store. Because we were looking online. And similar to like, it's supposed to be Yoda on like Luke's back. So I told her to get me the backpack. Because then I could put a Baby Yoda in the Yoda backpack. Like, come on. Oh yeah, Resi 3 remake. Resident Evil 3. We talked about that. We're going to talk about that some more. We're going to talk about that. Mr. Matthews says, I invented the list. He did. I contributed The Mandalorian. He said everything else. And we kind of both talked about Resident Evil. But I got to give full props to where it's due. Why are we walking? We've got Deborah in a bikini and Vanessa close behind. And Tommy and Jenny.
Help! Oh, God!
Mr. Matthews says the NECA, Bebop, and Rocksteady figures that you goddamn can't find anywhere. What, did those get released? Is that why they're like immediately hard to find? Go on the instant disappeared list.
You like that, asshole?
MIA. Some people are saying they're a thing, but... Christmas Evil, there we go. Johnny says, wonder if they show Christmas Evil, either Christmas Evil or Black Christmas, or even like Silent Night, Deadly Night. But I love Joe Bob's Insight. That's why I go. That's why everybody tunes in, I think. But is a Joe Bob fan. It's all about that insight. I don't care what movie's on. I just like hearing him talk about his knowledge of horror, his background in the genre, people he's met in the community and in the industry. Oh, Dean starts having trouble. And Jenny says, oh, those figures are fantastic. Mr. Matthew says, no, everybody loves Rocksteady and Bebop, so they sell out faster than the turtles. Oh, that's for sure. Aren't they awesome? I want them. I must Google.
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy is proud of you. Now come home.
NECA? All I spelled was NECA RO and it came up. So they must be popular if Google's on them like that. Oh, they look awesome. Yeah, they did a great job. Fantastic. They're on Zavvi US for $107 US, I would assume. I'm on it. Google! Google is our friend, always. They are cartoon accurate. They look great. Who's playing rock music? This game just continually gets me copyright claims. But no, I am looking at them. Very good. Oh, pre-order. Release date February 28th, 2020. That's what this site says. But yeah, they look good. What do you think, guys? Is it time for Chad? Deborah escaped, so I think it could almost be time for Chad. We'll probably wait for Mega Jetty before we rock. Careless Whisper? Jenny said he's seen a couple people get them, but they obviously got hooked up. And Mr. Matthews says, how much are they supposed to sell for in the store? 40, 60 bucks. Oh, they're already reselling them? Wait, somebody's buying them and somebody's then selling their ability to buy them? Mr. Matthews says, I think the Bebop and Rocksteady set is Target exclusive. Ah, okay. Well, I might have to check it out. In the new year, I'm probably going to go cross-border. Probably go to a Buffalo Sabres hockey game. Go see one of the Canadian teams play. Much cheaper than watching it here in Ontario, that's for sure. So I go across there, and then that's when I hit Target and Walmart. Haven't been in a couple of years, so it'll be a nice time. I'm saving all my money for that.
Yeah. That's true.
Mr. Matthews says, I'm pretty sure they're out and available. Probably. I was just looking at the one website. I checked the first one in the history, so I didn't dig too deep. Could be. So we still got most of the people here with us. I think we lost one or two players. Lawless Walrus. Still a fan of that name. Oh! A sackhead! We have not seen a sackhead yet tonight, but here we are. Let's make it 2 in a row, Deborah.
What am I gonna do?
Gotta get home early. Got a lot of studying to do. Oops. Let's do this. He was here. Johnny says, I still want the Big Boy Toys TMNT figures. They are amazing and huge. Oh.
Ah, music kick in.
Well, I know where the phone box is. Alright, let's find the phone box and there it is. Jeez, Kevin Bacon, you got enough bear traps on it, bud? Oh, I hate when people lock the door. When he breaks the windows. Ah, somebody's already raided this cabin. Uh-oh.
I didn't mean to do that. I did it anyway, though. Oh.
Really?
Hop out of there.
Turn the flashlight on. Mr. Matthews says, OG, you and Kathy need to go find them and play with them in the store. And I endorse that. I second that motion. It's Rob in the bathtub again. Oh, Rob. Won't you ever learn? So I need to go raid that cabin. Try to find a first aid kit. Because I think the person up here took off after they checked the first cabin. Nada. Nothing. There's a map at least. OG says a quest. Oh, propeller. Thought I saw the boat propeller. Alright, let's do that instead then. I think I saw it just like right below me. Yeah. When I was running for my life. My virtual life. As Deborah.
Thank God it actually fit.
And we'll make a run for this cabin. And hope it has a pocket knife. No. It's not gonna have anything. Mega Jetty is in. TechCom. He says, hello everyone, Mega Jetty here with my new Terminator lore account. I posted an introductory video to it yesterday. Nice, man. That's awesome. Mr. Matthew says, Mega, what's up? I mean, TechCom. Hello everybody. Can everybody do something? Because I've already done enough. Just being here is a treat for everyone. Happy belated birthday, yes, Mr. Matthews. Happy belated birthday, Mega.
How dare you?
Get a little too far away from where the phone box was or is. And see, I'm doing the worst thing you can do in this game is carry the phone part away from the phone box. Should have just dropped it. But I'm looking for a first aid kit so I can step into that thing. Yeah, we'll go the back road. Yeah, it's the turkey-shaped marble cake. I remember you mentioning that on the last stream. On my last Crystal Lakes Friday. I took a picture of it and posted it to my Twitter and Instagram. Nice. Mr. Matthews says, welcome to the road to 40. Uh-oh. Ah!
What's your favorite Kevin Bacon movie?
Footloose! Definitely not Friday the 13th Part 1.
Save your answer for when I'm killing you. Fine.
Eraser Man. I think that was Kevin Bacon.
I heard you like the lights off.
Really? Really? Tremors, yes! How did I miss Tremors? Pretty sure Tremors was the correct answer. TechCom, or Mega. Mega says he likes to play as Part 5 Jason, or rather Roy, myself. Mostly because it annoys both friend and foe, but also because his mask has blue streaks and he runs. Hollow Man, that's it. That's it, Mr. Matthews. Oh.
What's your favorite Kevin Bacon movie?
Tremors! That's our answer!
Okay. I'll choose for you. Animal House.
No!
Yeah, he's in that one.
Not Animal House. That's not his movie. He's only got a bit part in that. Tremors is the way to go.
I mean, Arkeli doesn't need to. Arkeli is a perverted person.
Or his cameo in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I haven't seen it. I mean,
For like 2 minutes at the beginning.
lyrics, and it makes a lot of sense. About almost his albums.
What are we talking about?
The way he says things. Let me
What
That's that one, everybody.
are we talking about?
I'll leave you girl up on the cloud if your game isn't strong enough. I'm like, damn.
Help me out, guys. What are we talking about? What are you on about? OG says he almost made a Tremor series recently. We need more Kevin Bacon. We need him back. So I would welcome that. I think I remember hearing something about that. Wasn't it supposed to be for like the Sci-Fi Network or something? There's plenty of work on Disney Plus. You could probably get something. Johnny says he would probably planes, trains, armed automobiles. Best Kevin Bacon cameo, JFK. There you go, nerd. There's another one. Techcom or Mega says, speaking of Kevin Bacon, I liked him as Sebastian Shaw of the Inner Circle in X-Men First Class. And Mr. Matthew says we're talking about Tremors. Yes, we are. R. Kelly, there you go, guys. That's who we're talking about. I thought for a minute he was talking about 50 Cent, but it is not. Talking about R. Kelly.
Oh, you're not in there.
Johnny says that series got canned.
Oh, you're right over here. How tricksy.
Mega says, I just got home from work a few minutes ago. Holiday hours means I work from 7 to 10 as opposed to 6 to 9. Ah, okay. Open an hour later. Mr. Matthew says, A Few Good Men was great. Yep, that was a good one as well.
I'm scared by the body and I grab you. Oh, shit. 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 I feel like a jackass.
Well, you shouldn't talk smack until you got the choke. Until the person's dead. Hollow Man, yep, that's another one, Johnny. That's the one I was thinking of when I said Slender Man or Eraser Man.
I hope somebody's recording that. Because literally ragdolled a body with a knife across the map.
Ah, missed it. I missed it. We had a good glitch apparently.
To make bodies fly. Sorry. You have another shotgun? Really?
Mr. Matthews says, I actually stopped liking Kevin Bacon as soon as he started playing a bad guy. Zombie Cat Net says, now I want a BLT. All the bacon. All about the bacon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Second pocket knife.
No firecrackers in Rage. Techcom says, or Mega says, oh, A Few Good Men is great. I like the scene where Tom Cruise slam dunked him with the whole followed the crowd at chow time thing regarding Code Reds. Mr. Matthews says, like the Rivered Wild really turned me off. And then Sleepers absolutely killed it for me. I haven't seen him the same way since. Ah, yes, Sleepers.
Shit. Come here. Yes. Third pocket knife? No. What's your favorite Kevin Bacon movie? Go. Everyone else answered. Okay, Footloose.
What did they get, Footloose? And we got Animal House. Mr. Matthews says he's way too convincing as a dirtbag.
It's pretty alright. It's okay for that era, yeah.
Mommy is proud of you, Jason. But it's time to come home now.
Yeah, Kenny Loggins.
There's Maximum Overdrive. That guy's talking about that. But Footloose.
What's the name of the one where he's a bike messenger? That's a good one too. He's like dancing on a bike, like doing wheelies and shit.
Bike Messenger, Kevin Bacon movie, guys. Go. What do we got? I do not know what that movie is. Oh no! The group canceled! No! We lost the group. Oh, we have most of them back. And we've got Kevin Bacon. As long as we've got Kevin Bacon, we've got hope. Those four must be playing together.
I didn't quit. Not yet.
So quick, somebody Google that. If they can. Kevin Bacon bike career. And I'll put it in the chat. The guy pie.
So what's your favorite
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. What's the connection between Kevin Bacon and George Clooney?
sexy beast?
Mr. Matthews said they didn't like your answer. They're like, you're done. Your answer sucked.
The 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon game.
Johnny says need to see the Bacon movie where he gets revenge for his family. Against John Goodman.
Bacon? Oh,
Hmm.
candles.
On it.
What movie has George Clooney and Kevin Bacon worked?
Or like,
Get worse.
within 6 people, connect them through movies. Tremors? Are they both in Tremors?
Yeah, and that says Tremors on. That's his answer.
Oh, his favorite movie. Okay, Tremors. There you go. I answered.
There you go, guys.
Have a mic. And I just picked the first one that popped in my mind.
What is he answer though?
Ocean's 11 in 2001 with Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts was
Oh, that's sexy.
Oh, I suppose if they're two. I didn't know the answer. I didn't have to do any work then.
There you go. I'm streaming. The viewers love the KB talk.
Oh, there you go.
Good for you, man.
Sometimes I feel like I overdo it, or like people figure it out.
No, you're cool, man.
So I feel like a jackass most of the time.
Mega says he had DiGiorno stuffed crust with pepperoni this afternoon. Still have to buy a cheap pizza until stepdad gets a new job. DiGiorno's awesome.
Jimmy B. Jason
He's working at finding that. Well, hopefully he gets it.
Excited to be back with us.
Get something that he's looking for soon for the holidays. That would be great, or just into the new year.
Just got
Hope he
to
can
play
find
the
something
game. No talk,
pretty soon.
no lobby talk whatsoever.
I was just typing and I did it for us. Thanks, Oshi. I'm not sure why they're giving me a hard. They must not have been talking to me because I.
Yeah, right? You need to communicate.
Johnny says there's also a movie where Bacon plays a mentally challenged adult, I think set in the 50s, and his friends as a young girl, but I can't remember. That sounds familiar. Redshirt says, one free get out of bear trap card for UP. Exactly. Actually, Redshirt, sorry. I missed last week, but both streams, this week and the last one, I got on with no issues. I'm not saying anything, but 2 times? That's good. We'll see how it goes for the 3rd one. TechCom says we should friend Kevin Bacon. We will. The next time we're in the main lobby where I can do that. I don't think I can right click him in the second waiting room. I think it has to be in that first one where we can click on him and put in the Steam. To put him in the Steam list. Zombie says brain pizza yum. There it came up. We've been waiting for you, Mega. Zombie came in. We were talking about it. We was like, we have to wait till Mega gets here so we can talk about pizza and brain pizza and bacon pizza, bacon and pineapple pizza. Because I know there's some fans in in our group here that really love Hawaiian. Me, I actually do love it. I'm not being a troll. Towards myself, just towards the people that aren't on the Pineapple Express. Oh wow, part 9. Haven't seen a part 9 in a while. All right, let's do this.
I have to do something. I have to escape.
Yes, you do, Deborah. Open-minded movie man is in the house. He says, "Hey Pete, congrats on the win against my Cowboys." If you're talking about the Seahawks and the Bills as well, I was watching that one because of where I am. But thank you, man. Good to see you in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good week. Johnny says, Digging to China is the movie. I would not know it by the name, but I remember that synopsis. That sounds like something my sister would have watched back in the day. Open Money Movement says, and of course the Cowboys blew it again yesterday. I'm not surprised. Yeah, the Bears actually look decent. Trubinsky was passing the ball to Robinson, which was killing me because I just got eliminated from fantasy. And I've had Robinson been getting nothing all year. The last couple of weeks he's been on fire. Like, where was that the rest of the season? Mega says we're going to try Rosanna's Pizza next week. It used to be $7 and change, but now the prices went up. Now it's like $11 and change.
Just so you know.
Let's run, shall we, guys? Mr. Matthews says, oh, my wife showed me a meme of Canadian Christmas shopping mania. Here we go. I'm going to finish that as I finish running. And everyone is saying, sorry, pardon me, excuse me, etc. How accurate is that, Pete? 100p. 100% accurate. Oh, excuse me, thank you. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me, thank you. That's totally what it is. Totally what it is. Well, not everybody, if that's for sure, but a good portion of us. That is not incorrect. Mr. Matthews says, Mega, I have a crazy question. Have you ever tried making your own pizza? Johnny says, Death Sentence is the revenge movie with Bacon versus Goodman. Okay.
Hello, I love Aaron.
In the graveyard. I'm sure there used to be a gravestone that said Pamela Voorhees. There it is. This one had the graveyard, the gravestone that says Pamela Voorhees. Mind Movement said Kevin Bacon, Mary Stuart Masterson, and even Evan Rachel Wood in Digging to China. Mega says, I want to hear something messed up. The last time I played Friday the 13th, I selected part 3 Purple Jason, but in the online match I got part 6. I couldn't run after my play. Couldn't run after my prey, and it sucked. Yeah, that's what it glitches out, man. Sometimes that happens. I find that on Steam sometimes as well while we're streaming here. That'll happen. That's usually when people are hacking, when they have those hack Jasons that are mashups. Open Mind Movement says Death Sentence was a solid movie for sure. TechCom says not since I was in preschool. I think that's for the question of making your own pizza. Richard says yummy yum. Mr. Matthews says, oh, I'm sorry, did you want this product? Take it for yourself, please. And Merry, I don't know about that, and Merry Christmas. Like, no, this isn't like
okay,
in the 80s or 90s and we would be going after like a Turbo Man. Like if Turbo Man was getting released, or back in the day, like that first that Elmo, the talking Elmo doll, I don't think, we're back more in our day, like the Cabbage Patch Kids were being released. I don't think we'd be saying that. But your general average Christmas shopping experience, very similar. Very similar. Mega says, correction, I did do a brief stint at local Little Caesars. Mr. Matthews says, as long as you have a good dough recipe, it's a good time. Zombie says, fresh brains make better pizza. Can't disagree with that logic. The fresher, the better. And we've done absolutely nothing this match. Just kind of standing around. Mr. Matthews says, see, you can add all the brains and entrails you want when you make pizza from home. Oh yeah, you just stuff it up. You just stack those toppings on. That's what I was trying to say. Stack them all on. Oh. There's a win. Forfeit win. Somebody quit.
We were having fun.
Mega says, still no gravestone for Alice Hardy. The first survivor is highly underappreciated. Well, I'm glad that person quit because I was just like, we were just talking. I was doing absolutely nothing in that match. Open my movements. It's glad I got on the stream while I did. Now we're talking about pizza. Thankfully, I already ate, and now having dessert raisinets and milk chocolate. Or milk chocolate raisinets, nice. We're back, and we've been joined by Shut Up and Play. Now that is a logic I could get behind. Yeah, people are talking about the name. Oh, that name, Shut Up and Play. It's so abrasive and not polite.
I didn't say it.
I apologize.
Mega says, I just had 3 Reese's Big Cups and a 20-ounce Canada Dry ginger ale. There you go, man. It's all about the Canada Dry. Nerd! Nerd says it's 4 a.m. Good night to over here, so good night to all and have fun. Thanks as always, Nerd, for coming in and sticking with us to this late, man, because I know what the time changes like, knowing all you guys from over there. So have a good night, man, and we'll talk to you. See you next time. Talk to you on YouTube and on Juzzard's channel. And now we have rose quartz. Oh, Tiffany. It's the first Tiffany of the night. We have... Oh, I forgot. Mega's here. Sorry, guys. To everybody in the chat room that I can't talk to. Now that Mega's here. I went the wrong way. It's so slow on PC. Now we're set. We can start wrapping the night up. We're in the late hours now, guys. We are Chad. Chad time. Oh yeah, I gotta friend that guy. That reminds me, Mega. Why isn't it like... Ah! Can't use the controller. How do we get out of here? Escape? There we go. And no, we have not seen Chad as a Big Dong. We saw this one, and then we saw Kevin Bacon, and Kevin Bacon's back again. And earlier in the night, we saw your wizard hat and robe too, or your wizard's robe and hat too. That dude, we saw that person. That's the only 2 people that we recognized. OG said, if you won these games for your coach, would you get a new contract? Be happy. You probably will get a division championship and a shot to advance plus a new coach. Oh, that's true. You'll get a game, you'll get a home playoff game, and a new coach. Exactly, OG. That's the way to think about it. That's why they didn't. He's not going to fire Garrett. He wasn't going to fire Garrett on Thanksgiving. He's not going to fire Garrett in the Christmas season. He's just not going to do it. In the off season, gone. Oh, it's us. We're up again. Let's do this, guys. Oh, it's Chad! It's part 6!
I gotta get out of here.
Thought for sure that was us.
Now.
Sure.
Open my movements. It's some brown rice fake crab sushi rolls. I think they would be called. Oh, the imitation crab. That's always good. The chicken lo mein, which had noodles, etc. It's one of those HEB made meals. Nice. I remember from my visits down to Texas, I remember the HEB grocery stores. Oh, yeah. And Mr. Matthews says HEB. I hadn't read that comment yet. I missed that place. We don't have those stores in CA. We don't have in CDN up here in Canada as well, or CAN. But I remember them. OG says Chad must live? Question mark, because Sebi is not here to wish Chad well. Mega says if you're Chad, aka Johnny Lawrence. That's it, man. I was holding off switching to Chad because I loaded the game up and I was Chad, switched to Deborah, but as soon as Mega and Open-Minded Movement get here, then I'll switch it up. Get on to Chad. Oh man, yogurt covered cranberries. That's like my favorite snack, man. I love those things, like yogurt covered pretzels and yogurt covered straw and any like raisins and stuff like that. Cranberries. That is the stuff for me. I go to the Bulk Barn, like where you get the. I don't know if you guys have Bulk Barn, like where everything's like loose and you can buy it in the like by the bag, by the kilo or the pound. But that's something that I usually get when I go there. That's the point of that story. That meandering. And then Mega says he changed over because I became Chad. He's like, then I'm Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty. Nice, bud. Very nice. Now I'll stick with the. Nope. Tommy tape. Mr. Matthews says yes. The new chat is to call for Chad's survival. Uji says I get yogurt and put fresh fruit in them, blueberries, strawberries, etc. Oh yeah, that's always good. Like fresh Greek yogurt in the tub, and then like put fruit in it, and then put it in the fridge and let it sit for a bit. Or you get the bigger versions of the fruit on the bottom, like the fruit's already pre-mixed in. Oh, the dark cherry is my favorite. That is my favorite. Dark cherry and Greek yogurt. Oh yeah. Boom. Richard says, wow, nerd stuck with us until 4 a.m. his time. Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. All those Euro guys. But yeah, he sticks with us. It's like the only other time that we had Brent. When he was sick, he stayed up all night with us. That was a classic one when we were playing Outlast. And then I think we had Magic once with us because he woke up like super early. And we were still streaming. That was one of our like record setters. Where we went to like 2 or 3 in the morning. We'll have to do that soon because it's Christmas time. We'll have to do a record. I'll do a record setter. But you guys, stick with as long as you can. McMurphin left. We had been playing with that guy for a while. The group's starting to break up. The band's breaking up. Talking about Mr. Matthews' time in Austin, 2001. Oh, wow, for that long. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know if I would like it anymore, but it was great when I was a kid. Mega says, on the bright side, me being here on the channel increases your viewership. Oh yeah, exactly, man. Much appreciated. Always appreciate you guys. I say that every week when I sign off. Always do a roll call of the usuals, even though you guys are always here. So, but I just want to make sure you guys know that I appreciate all the time that you come in to tune in to watch my channels or my videos or streams, channels or videos. So definitely think I'm coming down with something. Tea helped a bit, but Mr. Matthews says my favorite health snack was yogurt and granola. I would eat that like cereal. Oh yeah, yogurt and granola anything is good for me, man. Scott says, oh, Jason Carrot, yeah, I'm tired of his robotic response and outdated scheme that don't maximize the player's talent. Same for Rad Marinara. His dinosaur scheme should be nixed and possibly Chris Richard. But yeah, it was time for the change in Carolina, that's for sure. And it's coming in Dallas as well. It's definitely coming in Dallas. Open Money Mover says, then again, Jerry's ego prevented him from firing his son. This is all on him. Okay, guys, let's do something. I'm just kind of wandering around. Do we have a map? We have a map. What is going on? We got the battery. We've got the two. Oh, yeah. Chad's stealing the car. We usually play Chad the opposite way, where we try to be nice. It's time to play Chad the Chad way. Chad is a dick. And it's time to send that home. You have a pocket knife. You have a chance to call the police. Damn it. But Chad's sense of self-preservation. We'll chalk it up to that. Now I'm stealing the car. No! That's what I get for stopping! That's what I get from stopping! OG says, yes, steal the car. Sorry, no Monza time for us, man. No Monza time for us, my friend. I stopped. I hesitated. I'm like, the Canadian in me said, hey, I better stop, open the bear trap, and put down the phone part. And Kevin Bacon killed us for it. Kevin Bacon stealing our Jason even. Open Money Movement says, FYI, 25 away from 300. Nice, man. Mega says earlier, sorry, I read the message and that's why I kind of chuckled. And Mega Jetty says, earlier today I fully watched the Star Trek TOS episode, Trouble with Tribbles, from the beginning to end. Was fun, no tribble at all. OG says, nice Mega, and Richard says, aye, laddie, good choice. And my best Scotty. Not really a good Scotty. But that reminds me, Trouble with Tribble, I need to watch some TOS. I was thinking of the Tholian Web, I haven't watched that in forever. Or the two Harry Mudd episodes. Mud's Women and I Mud. Need to do that. Haven't watched that in so long. Open Money Movement says Chad has no chance. He really doesn't. He doesn't have a skill. He has a bit of stamina. That's about it. And talk about deep throating. Says Mega.
Max. A sharp weapon. Okay. There you go. Okay. The axe, I don't know how many...
Mr. Matthews says, I think, wasn't that the first appearance of the Klingons? I think it was close, but I want to say Errand of Mercy. When they just looked Italian. When they just had like a little bit of makeup on. And the whispery mustaches. But I want to say Errand of Mercy was the first one. I could be wrong on that.
Why are you gonna go inside?
That's the first time you see them. I want to say that's the first time you see them.
Oh, okay.
I could be way off. I know Balance of Terror is the first time you see the Romulans. It's like the ninth. I want to say it's like the 9th episode of season 1.
It's Jason! He's back!
Copy on the road, Turkey. Air Force 97.
Deborah's calling the cops. I changed the chat and we're dead. We got a Deborah here wearing Pamela's sweater. Calling the cops, just walking around calmly. Open Money Movement says, Pete, when you do think When do you think you'll want to join my live
Jason.
streams?
Mother is talking.
Whenever
to
I'm
you.
available, man. If you want to send me the invites, like send them on Twitter. If we have each other on Twitter, but you're always welcome to send me the invites, man. If I can make it in, I'll definitely pop in. I do the same thing for Mega. If I'm able to pop in, if I got some time that day, heck yeah, man. I'll definitely come in. Or if I know in advance and I know I can make myself free for that day, like I did with a Mega stream for part 4, the Halloween part 4. Heck yeah, man. Let's do it up. We'll talk some football, we'll talk whatever. Movies and football. Mega says, they didn't have the rigid foreheads at the time, and when DS9 showcased this, when went back in time to that episode, they said, we do not discuss it with outsiders. And Mega says, by the way, does anyone here play EA Battlefront 2? I started to when it first came out, but I haven't kept up with it, man. I'm like so far behind on the patches. I'd probably have to download an entire new game. Oh, now she's dancing. Why did we not kill Jason? What happened? They messed it up. I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Tiffany dancing on the fire.
Oh fuck! Who is that? My God, I can't look.
Red Shirt says Enterprise explain the other Klingons. That's right. That's right. There was an episode in that series explaining the differentiating look. Jesus. Now she's putting the gas in. This is why Deborah is my favorite.
I think I put that on right.
And I had the car keys. But I thought the car keys were left there. Megan says, hey Pete, I'm thinking of doing a Friday 13th Friday watch party next Friday.
Oh, I whiffed.
For sure. Yeah. I'm going to stream as well, but let me know what time you're thinking of doing it. And then we can coordinate together. I'll definitely join in on the watch party.
Because you neglected to kill me correctly. Oh, shit. You with all the pocket knives in every game. Now I know why.
I know, this person has multiple pocket knives. It's like instant spawning of pocket knives. Who took the car keys? I'm sure they were by the car. I saw them on the map. Before we died. We've been watching for so long. But as we get this late into the night, but I don't mind having this time to talk to you guys. We just watch the game, make fun of it, and discuss.
You dropped something. Probably keys.
Mega says this month there's a lot of special events for Battlefront 2, like getting the Princess Leia
that window's
skin
broken. You're gonna get hurt.
that I missed out on. OG says Monza time almost. Exactly, OG. Hopefully before we wrap up, we can get into that car. I should have just went. Like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Helping people in this game. And yeah, Megan, that sucks if you missed out on the Princess Leia skin. I know they release that quite often, like every month or something.
Oh no! What? How is this kill broken? It's not an environmental kill. This game's glitched beyond all belief. What? That was a weapon kill.
But you still got the kill, man. What are you complaining about?
I am offended.
Megan says definitely the afternoon because I knowing my luck, I'd probably gonna be scheduled for work next Friday, 7 to 10. Okay, sounds good. Just let me know on Twitter, man. Just message me. Ah, the cops are on the other side. The cops are on the other side.
Yeah, well, technically you should be dead. Technically you are dead.
Mr. Matthews says, "Gah, my son just came home from an 8th grade school dance and he has clearly eaten something that didn't start for me until high school." Ah.
We gotta make this fun.
Yikes. Well, hopefully he's okay, Mr. Matthews. The edible.
Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Yes.
Deborah jogging. With Jason walking behind.
Okay, turn the music off. Let me help you. I'll give you a foot. Oh.
Mega says it sucks when the cops are on the other side. Happened to me once. They should be at all the exits. Well, you think if they're calling the police?
Right? If there were other people, like, you'd make the entire match break.
Oh!
Oh, I should have done 2, not 4. Okay. Yeah, killing people right.
That's my good boy. Mommy has a reward for you. Come home, sweetie.
Mega says, okay, he's just toying with him. Yeah, I think he finished the job off. He was, but he finished the job off.
Yeah, it probably just gives him the one weapon or whatever. It's not like they couldn't change it. Even legally, they could change it. It's not adding new content.
Mr. Matthews says, wow, brutal. And a little glitchy, exactly. Cool kill, but still the glitch. Still about the glitch.
I have not played that once. Is it free now?
Make a wish, says Redshirt. Guys, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna make this our last match. I can't, guys. I just can't. I was gonna say I'm gonna make this the last game of the night, but we have 3 Chads and a Kevin Bacon. Chicken bone, Richard says. Mega says, ugh, when she says, Mommy has a reward for you, that really freaks me out. Oh yeah. That voice actress is great.
No, it's and Kevin Bacon.
Oh my god. I don't even need to talk this game. Just run behind these guys.
Bro, I got 80. Bro, I'm supposed to take AAC pills, but I don't take them.
Cool story for
Hey, bro, somebody passed the booth.
He goes back out.
I think somebody's gonna be closing the. I think we're gonna lose this. I think they're gonna close the lobby. They're a little too over the top.
They're all gonna be Supreme Court justices.
Oh, yeah!
Here we go. Here we go. We're going in. We're going in. Mega says you got nothing to do tomorrow, then go as long as you can. That's the thing. I got some things to do tomorrow. I'm going out with my sister in the morning to do some Christmas shopping. So that time of year, I'm just gonna tag along. I haven't seen her in a bit, so. I would definitely go longer if I didn't have to. Like I was saying earlier, I'm gonna go as we get into the holidays. I'm gonna do a record setter again. And Mr. Matthews says, I don't know about these guys. They seem like bad news. They could be. They're starting to get a little borderline, so we'll see. But it keeps it interesting here, because we always have people like this. The game is just filled with trolls. Please let it be Jason. Please let us be Jason. Please let us be Jason. Yep. We've got the fence post. The spear.
You know, Kevin Bacon.
Last of the night, guys. Going out on top.
So young.
The thing with trolls is you never know if they're actually good players or they might
Kill
just be
them all,
garbage
Jason.
and jokes. What the heck? I clicked on the thing. Thing drops me like 2 miles away. Quiet, sinister Snickers. I hope you have fun shopping. Thanks, Mega. Mr. Matthews says I should kill Chad, and Chad, and Chad. On it, bud. Working on it. And Kevin Bacon. Chad must die this time. Alright, where are we going? Power first. Because all the Chads are going to be trolling. Rockin' for Sebi, exactly, OG. For Sebi, Chad must die. If we only get 3 kills, it must be the 3 Chads. Well, everybody makes a lot of noise, that's for sure. Where the heck is everybody? They're not. I thought for sure by the size of the things they'd be like in my range. Oh, there we go. Okay.
You like this dance? A little dance for you? A little disco?
You cannot die. You can never die.
Incoming.
We'll save Kevin Bacon to last. Uh-oh, we have Careless Whisper. Oops. Press the wrong button.
Do you remember when we used to dance? And coincidence wait.
Where's he hiding?
One thing led to another. We were young. And we would sing together songs on telling me what my heart wait, I'll keep singing, Don't, no, I'll keep singing, I promise, I won't stop. Just put me down. Wait, I'll put.
You gotta break out.
I got this. Just give me a sec.
There we go.
Leave him alone! Okay, I'll keep singing. Wait, you got a song request?
You cannot die.
Yeah, Chad must die.
Yeah. Southeast? Sorry, Chad.
I was just trying to listen to him sing. Yeah, go on, my boy.
Oh, Charlie X passed. He was
so
79.
beautiful.
One Chad down.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
Wait, I thought we had a deal.
No. Well, I did. I let you. At least we got a couple kills for Chad. For Sebi, I mean. For Sebi.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Oh, that's too bad, man. That's too bad for sure. Truth be told, that's not one of my favorite episodes. That actor plays it perfectly because he's so annoying. Such an annoying.
Yes. Kill for mother.
Yeah, they're trying to call the cops.
What's good, motherfucker?
Ah, I knew it.
Jason.
I'm trying to find my bat.
Kill them.
Richard said somewhere, Sebby smiled. Ah, just missed him on the grab.
Motherfucker, bro. What the Shaking forever! Shaking for life, motherfucker!
Yeah! It's rabbit season, exactly. Exactly, OG. And Momentum said he passed on Thursday.
They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Who do we got left?
They want to take you from me, Jason. Don't let them.
It's a cabin that has a back door. I don't think it is. It is. Oh, it's Chad! Ah, how many times am I gonna get a shotgun?
Don't let them.
Factory with bats? Probably out in the forest.
That's way too far out. That's not gonna take effect. Maybe that?
They want to hurt you.
Nah, it's all good, bro. I'm coming. Wait, come here, come here.
Oh!
Please,
Ah,
no!
shoot. Ah! How many times can I...
The battery's in this house, bro. Drop the bat, drop the bat.
Almost.
Is this the police? Help! Jason's here! Jason's here! Please send help.
Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die.
God, you're a nice person.
You can never
Sorry.
die.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You're so nice. No.
Oh, always with the pocket knives!
Don't let them.
Death by throwing knives. I better have gotten that kill. Yeah. Suicide! Ah! Ah, that's the stupid radio. Got tricked by the radio. Really? Really? Oh, come on!
Oh, Jason's found me out, bro.
You cannot die. You can never die.
Yep.
Kill Chad. Kill the rabbit. I just want Tommy. Guaranteed he's just waiting at a window. What the heck?
Do you know what your gift is?
And you get the mask off. Damn Tommy. Way too strong.
You can never die.
There we go, guys. How do you break out that fast? I just grabbed him. Well, gotta go. Yes, you do, bud. Yes, you do.
That's
Alright. Now, who's
Hunt them
left?
down and make them
We
pay.
got 2 people. Where would they be? So let's check up here. I doubt they're still trying to call the cops. Nope, they're having a house party. Yeah, house party it is.
What happened to your face, dude?
You want some more?
Just gonna keep on doing that back and forth till our weapons break.
He's coming.
You want some more? Oh shit.
Dude.
My
No
weapons
worries.
broke. Okay.
They deserve to die, Jason.
And Kevin Bacon is last, just like we planned.
You listen to me. I would like to be bird bathed. At the bird bath right here.
He made a request.
It should still work, right? Yeah. Oh.
And that is it.
Oh.
Kebab time.
This is
Boom.
icing on top of the cake.
There it is.
Don't stop.
Not
Jason.
bad.
They deserve
7 of
to
8,
die.
best of the night.
Make
Had 2
them
6 of 8s
suffer like
before.
that.
If that's suicide, I hit her with the pocket knife the moment she went through the window. Come on. Or the throwing knife. Anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. Thanks as always for joining me on Friday night, spending your Friday night with me. All of everybody in the room, I've already recognized you, but OG, Mega Jetty, Money Man, Red Shirt, Zombie Cat, Mr. Matthews. Johnny was here earlier with Nerd. Nerd was here forever, and he was here till 4 in the morning. Snowdub was with us early on. TechCom popped in, but that's also Mega Jetty. So everybody who came in to join me, as always, and join us on Crystal Lake Fridays. I'll be back next week, because it is Friday the 13th, so don't be surprised if I'm online. And that's it. Hope you have a good weekend, guys, and I'll talk to you then. Talk to you next week. I'm leaving this room.
Who the fuck even?
Mission accomplished, exactly. GG, Richard, thank you. Alright, guys. Good night.